Hi, Tam Wrigley here, and thanks for watching this week's episode of The Wine O'Clock Show. This week we chat about Orlando and the tragic events that have stemmed out of there this week. There's been a young boy killed by a crocodile at Disneyland, a young singer shot dead by a crazed fan, and of course, the 49 dead, 53 injured as an ISIS gunman opened fire at a gay nightclub. Before we introduce you to our guests, just take a look at this message.
Columbine,
Virginia Tech,
Tucson,
Aurora,
Fort Hood, Oak Creek,
Newtown.
Newtown,
Newtown.
Newtown.
How many more?
How many more? How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more houses of faith?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough.
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 Demand a plan.
Right now. As a mom.
As a dad. As a friend. As a husband.
As a wife.
As an American.
As an American.
As an American.
As a human being.
For the children of Sandy Hook.
Demand a plan. No more lists of names. It's not too soon.
It's too late.
Now is the time.
Before we all know someone who loved someone on that list.
No more lists.
No more.
Who they might have been, no more.
If we had just done something yesterday. It's time.
We can do better than this.
We can do better than this.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time for our leaders to act.
Demand a plan. Right now.
Right now.
You! Demand it!
Enough.
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 Yes, happy weekend.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me on the show today.
So welcome.
We are going to kick off with it's been a big news week, obviously, with what's happening in Orlando. 49 people dead, 53 injured. Again, it's that cry for gun laws. I know it's not going to change much in the US, but Shell, what would you like to see happen?
I think it's getting to that point now where they can't hide behind it's one of the amendments and, you know, we have a right to bear arms. It's actually getting to the point where their own people are worse than terrorists. I was on Channel 9 earlier this week before Orlando happened, and there was a toddler shot. Her mother, by accident, like the gun was in the car, shot her through the driver's seat. And it turned out that there were 52 toddler shootings, as in toddlers shooting guns, that either killed or injured people last year alone. So one a week. So when you've got toddlers access to guns, then you get a madman who goes into a gay club, and all of that comes out, and it looks like that this is just a hate crime. This is not actually terrorism. My gut feeling is he was using ISIS as a bit of a blanket, a bit of a way to hide behind the fact that he was a repressed homosexual. But I just wanted to cry because I felt so helpless. Yeah. And when they cut together all of Obama's speeches after every single mass shooting that they've had, in the time that he's been president, it's horrific. So I think they need someone to actually go, I'm sorry, but you're not playing well with your toys. Your toys are taken away.
Yes, exactly. Because they do say that, you know, it's guns don't kill people, people kill people. But, you know, as you said, you're giving them that.
But if you put a gun in the hand of someone who's not well or is a madman, that is a recipe for disaster.
And look, I totally get their, you know, their whole constitution and their right to bear arms, but limit what they can purchase.
Why is there a right to bear arms? I actually don't agree with that.
The Constitution was made when they had, like, muskets.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a big difference between an automatic weapon and a musket.
How about we've got a right to defend ourselves and everyone gets a free self-defense class? You know, that could work. I just think that
the first step
ridiculous.
that they need to do is ban automatic weapons. If they're not
going
to take if they're not going to go the whole way, they need to at least take one step forward. At the moment, they're, you know, it's horrific.
Yeah, and the NRA can't really argue with that. Like, there's no solid reason for semi-automatic and automatic weapons. No. So if that madman had just had a pistol, then it could have been 8 dead.
Well, 6.
There was a cop in there.
6 rounds. 6 rounds.
Yeah. So 6.
So maybe 6 people compared to 49 dead and 53 injured. Like, it's just horrific.
A 19-year-old from a remote Aboriginal community is preparing to be the first Indigenous Australian to take the stage at this year's Miss World Finals. It's a bit of our good news story of the week. A 19-year-old Aboriginal, first Indigenous to hit the Miss World, which is a bit exciting. How do you feel about this, Krystal?
I think she's just beautiful and smart in her own right, whether she's Indigenous or not. And I think that I hope she comes back with the crown. Wouldn't that be amazing? And, you know, I just watched a video before we came in that you sent me, Tam, and I just went like, she's super smart and she's super brilliant and, you know, representing all of Australia, I think.
Yeah,
you know, it's
absolutely.
a wonderful thing.
Because we do hear so many, you know, especially those rural Aboriginal towns in Northern Territory, they do cop a bit. And I think it's a really great inspirational story for the other young ones coming through to look at her and
Aspire.
go, wow, aspire to be, well, she's driven.
She's a role model, and I think that is nothing but a positive thing. So, as you said, doesn't matter if she's Aboriginal or white Australian, she's a role model for all young girls. But in particular, there are a lot of Indigenous girls who don't have a role model, so they've got someone to look up to. And when you look at, you know, the success of like Jessica Malroy, I mean, she's one of the nicest human beings on the planet.
Cool.
Like, it's just one of those things, like, you meet her and go, I just want to cuddle you constantly. And we've got Samantha Harris is the Indigenous model for David Jones. So I think that it is a step forward. Like, it's just becoming a bit more mainstream. And I don't think that there's ever a backlash. I think that she will be completely welcomed with open arms. But I just really admire that when she was interviewed, she spoke about her responsibilities to be a role model.
Imagine if every weekend was a long weekend and every week was a 4-day work week. Well, in Sweden, a 30-hour week has been shown to benefit satisfaction and health and lead to a more equal share of housework and childcare between genders. So grab your wines, ladies, because this week in Sweden, they have decided that they're going to trial a 4-day work week. Cheers!
Brilliant idea.
They're literally trialling a 4-day work.
Yes. So I'm not sure what day they want to take off, whether it's a Monday or a Friday.
Could you alternate it? Like, could you have Friday one week and then a Monday the next?
I think that no matter what day you take off, then the day before becomes the hump day. So, you know, you say you don't look forward to Mondays, but if you get Mondays off, then you're just going to not look forward to Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I think this is genius. I don't know how it's going to work. Now, I run my own business, and the idea of a 4-day week is actually my ideal. At the moment, I'm working an 80-hour week.
Yeah.
So
I'm a 7-day week.
Yeah, I don't really know how companies can exist on a 3-day week. Is it that everyone's going to take a pay cut? So I just don't see the practicality of it. But the life work balance would be incredible. And the thing that I love the most about this study was it said that it's not just that you're working less, it's that the division of chores and things like that at home will be more evenly distributed.
Do you think so, though?
I think so, yeah, because I think that a lot of men do hide behind the fact that, you know, they're the breadwinner and they're working so many hours.
On that. I have the most amazing husband in the world. Yeah, drink to that.
Yeah, let's cheers to our husbands.
I
didn't even know where the vacuum cleaner was.
I don't iron. I vacuum, I don't iron.
All right, ladies, it is that time of the day that we love so much. It's Never Have I Ever. Have you seen it yet, Shelly?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
good fun. So you get a paddle. I have never.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you some questions, and you have to...
I have.
Yeah, tell me whether you have or you've never. But if you have, we do like to hear your good little stories.
What
are the questions?
It's like confession.
Oh, God.
Confession, yes. Talk to me, I'm your priest.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start you off on a little one. Never have I ever pranked called anybody.
No. Like,
I don't think I have.
Have you?
oh, of course. Like when you were 13, 14, 15.
I really don't think I did.
Really?
I saved all my good material for when I was on air, okay? Why waste it?
You've got our number. You can give it a
Yeah. Be careful, we might be getting a call. Tell us your story.
What would you do?
Oh, I probably did so many. I was pretty naughty back in my teenage years.
Really?
Stop it.
Yeah.
You look like butterwood in your mouth.
Oh, it would have boiled. Yeah, no, I was not.
What's your best,
best
prank phone call that you've done?
Oh, like ordering pizza to people's houses.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I have never done.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're 10 years younger than me. It was the home phone that sat in the kitchen that mum and dad would have
Yeah,
heard everything.
there was cordless
there was
now.
no mobile
yeah,
phones, no cordless. I think that's the difference.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
okay.
going to prank someone tonight just so
putting
that I
it
can
down
now say that I can.
Sorry, Mum.
Never have I ever gotten fooled on April Fools.
Oh,
I have.
I have.
I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I have, and it really annoys me because I'm just like, it's not even that funny, people. It's really not. It was a girlfriend announced she was engaged.
Oh, I had one that was pregnant.
Said she was pregnant.
I'm like the most gullible person.
Because
so you can tell
I
me
love
anything,
babies. Like, I was like, oh my god, picking, like going
Yeah.
out shopping, the whole thing. Like, yeah, no.
I really
Did you
doubly
see the
hate.
Mark Zuckerberg thing that they did with H&M for April Fools?
Oh, no.
So you know how he wears grey t-shirts
Yeah.
and jeans?
Yeah.
They had his collection, so it was like 4 pairs of blue jeans and 4
Oh,
grey
that's
shirts.
hilarious.
And everyone was like, really?
Mark
And I was like,
Zuckerberg has
dude,
brought out
it's
his
April
own.
Fools. They couldn't be for real.
I know. I get mad though when news organisations do April Fools because I'm like, there is so many people who don't believe in the news anyway, and we're untrustworthy. Don't make it worse, people.
But it's
Come
getting
on.
bigger and bigger every year in the media.
Did
Yeah.
you see
Yeah.
that, the one on Fitzy and Whipper? He did it a few years ago, where they pre-recorded a conversation and then but made it sound like it was live. They only shot it, like did it through the building.
Yes, about one of them resigning.
Yeah,
or
one of them
something.
resigned, and he was swearing, and I think it was Fitzy started swearing, "Oh, this is the effing worst place I've ever worked in," and just went like to town, and they
was
had
the
video
station
cameras.
manager.
Yeah, the station manager just like shit went everywhere, and he's
Running
like running
down
down
the
to
hall.
because he's thinking it's live on air, and,
Yeah.
they're just pissing themselves laughing.
But that's the thing, is like, that's a comedy show.
Yeah.
They could do that on any day of the year. It doesn't have to be on April Fools.
no, that was good fun.
But that was pretty good.
Never have I ever laughed so hard I peed.
Yeah! And I actually
I've had 3
love it.
babies.
I've had no babies. I'm tight like a tiger, so... And I still do it, so don't blame your pelvic floor. I've just got really, really funny friends. And they just crack me up. I have so many friends that I
When's
come...
the last time?
Yesterday.
Seriously, yeah. Seriously, it would be only less than a month ago. I have friends that crack me up and just... We're just talking a drop. We're not talking...
yeah, that'd be a
You
worry.
know,
That'd be a worry.
but I actually wear it as a badge of honor because it just shows how awesome my friends are.
Oh my god. Let's go out for a night with
Yeah,
Shelly.
yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
like
We go out with your
Yeah.
friends. How about you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's also
Like,
when you sneeze,
yeah,
when
sneeze and everything,
when you
yeah.
jump on a
I'm
trampoline.
actually pretty good. It holds together.
I'm doing
but-
Kegels right now.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't even know.
Stop it. I'm sitting on that side of the couch.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've got a really funny family.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas days and Mother's Day and just the best grandma in the whole world who is just hilarious.
Christmas brought to you by Depends.
It's a good sale.
Never have I ever joined the Mile High Club. Oh, Shell. Oh my goodness.
I did. And
great.
it was horrible and dirty and smelly and a small little
And was it
area.
just because you were like,
It was just
I
to do it.
Just to do it.
I didn't feel
How did you get
sexy.
in there?
No.
I often wonder.
Okay.
because-
It was complicated, but it was the night flight from Perth back to Sydney, and I was with my boyfriend at the time, and I just like, we've got to do it. Like, and he's just like, what do you mean? I'm like, we just do it. Just follow me. And so, because the plane was dark, I went in, and then instead of like me coming out, I just opened it and he jumped in, and it was horrible. And I'm just like, hurry up, hurry up. And then we did it, and we went back, and he was just like,
That
that
would
was
have
the
been
worst
romantic.
experience ever.
You scarred him.
Yeah, but I
Scarred him for life.
Well, now
I'm a
you can
member.
say I have.
Yeah,
and
I have.
that's life goals,
Because I
right?
often wonder, because they're all the air hostesses are usually floating around
not
down
at
there.
night time.
Aren't they?
Yeah, trust me, I scoped it. Like, because I'm like, imagine if I got sprung. Oh my
that
god.
would be
That'd be the other thing
But,
is coming
yeah.
back out.
Yeah, no one noticed.
How funny. No to you.
No.
Put that on your
So
list.
who's the wild child now,
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
Look,
Not so wild.
I have a fear of flying, so
Oh my god, not feeling sexy.
I'd have an anxiety attack. Yeah, no. I'm like whining in the back, like half asleep, trying to relax on a flight. So that's the last thing that I feel like doing.
Never have I ever broken something at a friend's house or not told them.
Okay, this is like a bit of like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
So I did. This is and this was a horrific story. I was working for Mamma Mia, and a friend of mine let me film at her house, and she's got beautiful taste, and everything's very expensive. Very beautiful, expensive marble kitchen bench top, and I had a kombucha. I was talking about kombucha, that fermented drink, and I had the big ceramic pot. And I spun it around for the camera to get a certain angle, and it just had this perfect circle scratch on her marble. And
does she know?
No, she knows now. She knows now.
Like after
Now, yeah.
It was like,
I'm going to drink.
Oh my god, am I going to tell her? And then I'm like, this is going to cost $7,000 or something. Like, I was freaking out. And then
did she just bring out something out of her cupboard and was like, don't worry, it's gone?
No. No. We had to get, I had to fess up, and I was nearly crying when I rang her, because I know how much she loves that bench top. And
I'm crying.
I confessed,
About the
and
marble.
I'm like, okay, it's all right, I'm organising for someone to fix it. And they can actually do that, buff it out, and it only costs, I think, $200. So it was completely fine. But yeah.
Because I was crying for you, going like, oh, that's going to
$7
cost
grand, like, yeah. That would have tested the
200.
friendship.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good.
Not even your
I mean,
parents.
that stuff's got to happen all the time on those things.
I know, but I'm like, who has black marble for their kitchen bench top?
Yeah.
Her husband got in trouble because he spilled some lemon juice on it and it stained it.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm sorry, that is not a good bench top.
Yeah, no.
You did not make a good choice.
No.
How about you, Krystal? Have you broken anything?
Not that I remember. No. I don't, yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Never.
Maybe.
Never have I ever accidentally sworn on radio or TV.
I have.
I have never.
Never.
And I swear like
But
a
it
trooper.
wasn't live. That's
No.
the key.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
It was live.
Yeah.
Oh.
I swear so much that my brother puts me on speakerphone with with my nephews in the car, and he's like, and the red light's on. So as if to remind me that I have to treat it as if I'm on camera, so I can't swear.
And you're on air.
No, I haven't, because I just, I am in work
Strategic,
mode, so I know. But I have done some things, like when I was a newsreader on Triple J, I was reading a sports bulletin and I just sort of got tongue-tied, and it was Quirton and Rafter, and I said that he beat him in straight sex instead of straight sex. And then I started laughing, and
Triple J,
I couldn't
it's
stop
so
laughing,
good.
so it's fine. But then the next sentence was, Rafter later complained of a groin injury. So, yeah, I've said that. It's not swearing, but yeah.
And then did you just lose it after that whole
I
thing?
could not, I was like, Triple J News. And of course, it's Triple J, so everyone loved it. My
Everyone,
mum was just like,
Turning that sex off.
my mum was like, do you have to do it again? I'm like, Mum, it's live. What can I do?
Last one. Never have I ever passed wind and blamed it on the pet. I do all the time.
Yeah, no, I would love to, but we have a snake. They don't fart.
Oh, don't they?
No. Well, not that I'm
bad
aware
smell,
of.
though?
Never.
They don't smell at all.
No. I don't understand why there is that rumour about
Because I
snakes smelling.
That,
They don't smell at all. Unless people are dirty and leave their poo in there. The poo smells. But
What kind of snake do you have?
it's a bread-like python. It's my husband's snake, but he came...
It's now adopted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm now
it's
I've
not
got a
yours.
step snake.
Do you get it out? Do you get it out and let it?
Yeah, I don't. It's 2.5 metres. It's not small.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you
His
ever come
name's
home
Tweaky.
and go, where's the snake? It's
No,
on the
he's
cage.
never out. He's in a huge enclosure with 5 locks. I insisted on the locks. But Darren will get him out and have him have a slither, go for a slither. And honestly,
how
his name's
sweet.
Tweaky, and he goes for a slither, and then he just kind of goes straight back to his enclosure, just like, really?
What do you
I don't
feed?
like
You feed him rats and mice and stuff?
You buy them at the pet store, and they're frozen rats. We call them micicles. So don't come home drunk at my place and go into the freezer thinking it's a kebab or something. It's a frozen rat. Yeah.
So he is not a dog person?
No, we would love a dog, but it's just our lifestyle. Snakes, you can actually, like, we got married last year and we were away for a month. Didn't need to send him to a snake sitter. Fed him up before we left, and then he was good for a month.
So how long can they go without eating?
He has, when they hibernate, he has gone for 4.5 months without eating.
Wow.
And the worst thing is, like, you try and force feed them,
Phone
and
it.
they're just like, nah. And I'm like, why
Think I wanna
can't
come back
I
as a
learn
snake.
that? I know.
Yeah. I was like, no.
I'm like,
it's
I'm
so
going to get the
skinny.
snake out and make it watch beaches and see if he'll then comfort eat. No.
The Notebook.
Yeah, the Notebook,
You
something like
obviously
that.
haven't done that.
Yeah.
Sit him on your shoulder.
So no. And I don't need to blame mine on anyone.
No,
I own
you
them.
own it.
Like, yeah.
You just got to own it.
Yeah.
And with
No
3
problem.
kids, it's always someone.
You constantly live with the windows up.
Right.
Farts are funny.
Yeah.
It's something, I hope that I never get to that stage where farts are not funny. I think they're awesome. Awesome.
It's just so natural.
Whoopi Goldberg did one live on air.
Did she?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. You
Like, that's
would
hilarious.
expect
What
that
is it
from her.
about it though that makes it so hilarious? Like we just crack up when people talk about it, when comedians on stage and they talk about it, and we just laugh. And is it?
No, I guess it is that taboo thing, but it's a funny noise and then a horrendous smell. But
Mine smells like
yeah,
roses. No, just
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me on the
Thank
show
you.
today. It's been great. Shelly Horton, Channel 9. We see you on the Today Show.
indeed.
And beautiful Krystal Barter from Pink Hope Charity. Now you're tonight, the ball.
Oh my God.
Pink
yes.
Hope Balls.
Oh my goodness.
Tell us all about that quickly.
Yeah, so Samantha Jade's performing. We've got Claire Hooper, who's the comedian. We have the most incredible nights. Like some of the raffle prizes is a trip to NYC with your bestie.
Whoa.
So hide my credit card. I better not tell Pete.
Yeah,
we need to send
no.
Pete away for that.
Yeah. It's just absolutely amazing, and it's to have like over 400 people in a room who just want to be there and want to support you is the most incredible feeling. So I'm going to finish this one because it's probably the last one I'm going to get.
You'll be running around all night. Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for joining me, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dan.
Nice to have you down the big smoke.
I know, it's great. I love it. I'll be back. Next week I'm back.
So I'll see you on
Yeah.
the dance floor.
Yes, absolutely. Cut the rug. Thanks for watching this week's episode of The Wine O'Clock Show. Please jump online and like The Wine O'Clock Show's Facebook page, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to The Wine O'Clock Show on YouTube. A big thank you to our 2 special guests this week, Krystal Barter from Pink Hope Charity and the gorgeous Shelly Horton from Channel 9's Today Show. Until next week, have a great weekend and a fabulous week ahead.